Okay, today I'm in here doing some odds and ends, getting this floor prepped so that we can put the flooring down. So this is what I'm using today. It's a pint, well actually took 32 full ounces, and it's already pre-mixed, so I like that. And what I'm doing is putting it down on the seams, even though Steve did really good as far as getting the seams really close together. But there was just a couple of areas that I wanted to make sure before I put down the rolled linoleum that where the two pieces of glue-on met, that I would put some of this in here. It'll dry hard, and before I put the glue down, that's what will cover up all of the gaps. So when you're putting down rolled linoleum, and this is what I got here. This is the color of it. It'll match the cabinets pretty well. We'll have some of the orange, the autumn color undertones in it for the rustic house. And I brought this here today so that I can roll it out the opposite direction. It can lay flat. Then all I gotta do is push it up where I need to, score it, and get it to fix in here. So I decided, let me put the floor down first before we put the toilet and everything. It'd be much easier, because then really all I gotta cut around is the flange and where the vanity's gonna go, okay? And of course where the vent cover is gonna go. Then over here, what Steve did was cut this all out so it looks good now. And this is where the drain's gonna go for the shower pan. So we kind of figured out how that copper drain is gonna go. And there's my black, shiny shower pan with the black drain. That's gonna go over there. So this week we'll probably focus on getting this bathroom pretty much done, except for painting and all that. But today I came in here just to do some odds and ends for inspection. I put this on, so if he wants to see that, at least he has that. And then I'm going to cover up those little holes in the wall, and I'll take a picture of what I did. And this little pendulum light, I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. But one thing I found out when we opened the door with this cover, it hit, so I'm gonna have to move that light. I'm gonna put it in the bathroom, the master bathroom, and we'll have to get up more of a flush, flat light up here. So I have to look for that. So when they open the door, it's not gonna hit the light. Unfortunately, because I wanted everything in here to match what we had going on up here. So I do have more of the wood, which I'm gonna go home and stain later on today so that we can put the borders up there, have them ready. We're only gonna put them up there once we paint, after we paint. So we did call the inspection in, and we have everything covered. And also we have, if you're 50 feet past the road, you do have to have address signs out on the road. So we have 2 of them. I had this made by the local fire department. The 2 addresses here. And I don't know if you can see those little holes right here. Let me get this camera and my finger together. But let's see if you can see it. That's where you're gonna screw it on the pole off to the side on either side, however you want to do it. So that you have 2. And this is, you know, for when emergency responders come out, they know from the road where your address is instead of trying to guess, and they can get to you a lot quicker. So we had that done. And these are going to be my brown corner trim for once the walls get painted. That will look pretty around these corners here. And I'm gonna leave them brown because they match the metal, so it'll cover this up really nice. I have to cut it down to size and put it up so I can show you. And so while we're waiting to get this passed for inspection, and I'm sure hoping it does, I'm not 100% sure that it will. This is our first one where we've re-gutted this whole thing. But at least when he comes out, he can tell us what we need to additionally have done in order for it to pass. But once it does, we can get the water shut on and the electricity, get MCEC out here to get our poles up out there to hook it all up. And then we can work here later at night because we'll have lights, and that's why I'm putting fixtures up, because I don't want to do that the last hour. All I have to do is just voila, turn on the light switch, and then we have light. But that's what I'm doing, and then I'm dropping a couple of things off at the other house. And since I have my trusty glue gun that does not have a wire, and I have my glue sticks, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do at the other house. Okay, I wanted to come in and show you. I actually ended up deciding to cut it and put the floor down. There's a couple of areas where I cut it a little bit too far from the wall, but the nice thing is that when you put baseboards down, it's going to cover that all up. This side I decided to use measurements and cut it with my shears, which was 10 times easier, believe it or not, than using a blade. So my first time putting down floor, and it looks actually pretty good, I think. First time you put the toilet down and stuff, it's going to hide some little open spots, but that's what it looks like. Roll linoleum in the bathroom is probably the best kind. What I'll end up doing is sealing all around the edges with some silicone caulking before I put the baseboards down. This is just precaution, so you know you're gonna have a bathroom with water. So I'll do some extra sealant here. So between the drywall, we'll put a nice strip all the way down, all the way around on the walls, and even around the vent right here. And a nice little vent cover is going to go over it. So now we'll be able to put in the vanity, and I think I'll wait on that, because then when we come back tomorrow, I'll lift one side up and put the glue down, and then put one side down, and then come over here, lift this up, put the glue down, and then roll it down, and it should be good to go. So pain in the butt stuff was to like cut around the pipes, even though down here it comes with a little cover, so it'll come out about right there. It's going to cover all that. And the other fun part was trying to do all this, but when I put the glue down, this seam will come together, you won't be able to see it. And these have caps too, that'll go around it, so any mistakes that you see, no, perfect circle cuts will be covered up, because this area is going to be exposed underneath the vanity, which is this right here. And you'll be able to see it. And Steve got me some copper tire. I'm already sweating like crazy in here, and he'll get me, when he went over here to put the copper pipes in just for looks, because everything's going to be copper in here. And maybe we will be able to get this bathroom finished over the weekend, and it'll just need to be painted. And here's my leftover flooring. I can use that inside the cabinets, especially on the bottoms of them. If I got a thick enough sheet to put down here, I will, for extra protection for water or anything like that. And sometimes I put them inside the drawers. I think I have some to put inside there to lay down on the bottom of the drawer there. So I'm gonna do a couple more things, put some stuff at the other house, and then I will be done for today.